If you are discouraged on your YouTube journey, this is for you. The sensitive, multi-passionate creative, the person that has so many creative interests, don't know what to do. They're posting and they're not getting the traction that they feel affirms their passion. I'm talking to you today. I went through a period very recently, the videos on my channel, where I did not want to do sit-down videos anymore. I wasn't enjoying them. I wasn't enjoying editing them. I wasn't enjoying watching them. And I do believe we should be creating content that we're so proud of that we would want to watch what we create. Others may not believe that, but I believe that. Because that's when you know you've reached a level of passion that is translating through the screen, where you feel so deeply about it that hopefully others that come across your channel will feel the same way. And we can't determine what someone else deems is valuable or watchable. But for me, that's how I am conceptualizing it at this time in the early stages of this brand new channel. Now, what I didn't realize was, one, I was just really depressed, and exercise has helped me. I started watching more content on YouTube geared towards those of us that are creative and navigating that space. So I think those things combined and figuring out what to talk about that means the most to me really helped me get out of that funk. I also just remembered that my good friend Santiago shared with me that my channel has helped him get back into creating art again. And I'll share a screenshot of his drawings on the screen here. And it's also in the video where I talked about I don't want to create sit-down videos anymore. I only want to do vlogs. And as I'm reflecting on that, you have to sometimes realize your impact might be quieter than you want it to be. When my friend shared this with me, I was surprised, I was excited, I was in disbelief, because one of the main reasons why I have this channel was finally mirrored to me. The impact I have was in my face. And what was I going to do with that? Was I going to not speak on camera? Was I going to hide behind only aesthetic content? Editing Brittany here. I just want to make it clear, I will not stop posting vlogs, but what I'm trying to express is that during this time when I felt the sit-down videos weren't producing enough value for this community, I had to challenge that thought that me sitting and talking to the camera is boring, or it's not valuable, or no one cares. I had to challenge the perfectionism I had around sit-down videos and talking about the topics that mattered the most to me. And I think I have done that through this week of content creating, just getting a bunch of videos out there where I'm talking about topics that are relevant to the moment for me, what I need to hear, coming from that angle instead of overthinking it, etc., etc. I will continue to post a combination of vlogs, paint with me's, create with me's, sit down videos. I didn't get to that point because of, ADHD nonsense. Or was I going to continue to speak my truth, share my experience? And maybe you haven't had that concrete evidence of your impact just yet. But just know that when you have views, you may not have a like, you may not have a comment that speaks, but there are people that sometimes will watch content and they are impacted, but they're too shy to speak up, or they just don't relay that feedback right away. So I hope that you're encouraged to know that you sharing your creative journey, your art process, whatever you're interested in online creatively, is reaching someone. If you have at least one view that isn't your own, someone watched it and thought it was valuable enough to watch for however long they watched that video. It's hard, right? It's hard when we don't have that physical evidence in front of us. But I've had this channel for almost 6 months now. And to receive that message from my friend really touched home. He said, "You talk a lot about my persistence. I want to tell you that yours has impacted me as well. If you are struggling with not having a lot of subscribers, views, comments, engagement, etc., keep going, because the one thing that will stop you from reaching your goals and having the impact that you desire, whatever you want to do with your channel, creating a community, maybe helping it pivot to your online business, whatever, you won't reach that goal when you stop posting content. You are only able to see that come to fruition when you continue. You never know, your next video may be the one that gains a lot of traction. YouTube algorithms are changing. They have changed recently, and this is confirmed with a video that I saw. Post the content so the YouTube algorithm has more data about what you post, and they can just push it out. Because I'll be completely honest, most of the views on my channel do not come from subscribers. Most of the views on my channel are actually coming from people who are unsubscribed. And I am taking that as evidence, as mentioned in the vidIQ video, that YouTube is recommending it to new audiences, and new audiences are taking a chance, seeing the thumbnail and the title, interested possibly in the topic, clicking and watch. May they be sitting through the whole video? Not always. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But just to encourage you, you never know which video next is going to pop off for you. You don't know. Getting viral isn't really the answer to this whole thing if you're looking for longevity and people that actually resonate with your message. If you have all of these ideas for videos, post them now. Don't wait. I am not someone that likes to schedule content. If I have an idea, if there's a message I feel like I need to hear that others may need to hear, because we're all similar in this planet in some way, shape, or form, I'm gonna post it that same day. Sometimes that results in 2 videos in one day, like it did on this past Monday. This has been content week. I'm throwing everything to the wall. I'm seeing what sticks, because why not? Whatever sticks is something that I know I can continue to talk about in different ways and formats later on anyway. So why not take a chance? Just to reiterate, I underestimated the impact of my content. You might be underestimating the impact of your content. And I want to tell you again and again, you're not a small YouTube creator if you're just starting out. You're new, you're growing, and your success is inevitable. I can't wait to see you win. And what is winning per se? Winning may not be virality. Winning may be reaching your goal of making 10 videos, 100 videos, to hear, wow, this really helped me. To have returning viewers, to have a thriving comment section. That's one of my goals. I'll admit it. To have a thriving comment section of my videos would be amazing, because one of my goals is to have a community of like-minded, multi-passionate individuals support each other. There, I said it. Because that to me would signal I am creating a safe environment for people to even feel confident and encouraged enough to do that. So if you're all about that, thank you for watching this video. I create encouraging content, art-based and creative-based for highly sensitive, multi-passionate individuals. You may not identify with every single one of those isms, but if you look at my other videos and like what you see there, for more than a couple minutes, I invite you to subscribe and to come along the journey with me. I am not an expert. I am just an expert in getting myself to create art again when I had a very long period of not creating art, of feeling uninspired, of dealing with mental health, and still picking up the camera and talking, picking up the paintbrush, picking up the pen, allowing myself to have a messy, imperfect creative practice despite all of the emotional turmoil that I was going through and still go through here and there when, I have my things. If you can relate to that, I invite you to subscribe or to start creating, keep creating. If you have questions, let me know. I'm not an expert, but I have a lot of experience. This channel is growing, thankfully, and I will see you in the next video, Lord willing. Bye.